That is correct, gentlemen.
WAIF.
The WWE of radio in Cincinnati. I don't even know what that means, but it's something to do with wrestling. WAIF as your very own community radio station, something that you love, cherish, and put in your pocket, serves only to open its airways to responsible, divergent points of view. The opinions expressed on this program do not reflect those of WAIF, its staff, its programmers, its board of trustees. Basically, just me, Jesse, or a guest. So how are you doing tonight, Jesse?
I'm doing all right, Rob. How you doing?
Well, like I said earlier, I had better weeks, but we're going to roll through this. We've got a good show tonight, as usual. I'm trying to get we've got an up-tempo show, so always good. Let's see. Tonight on the hit list, we've got, we're going to be doing since everybody wore Chuck Berry out last week.
Yeah.
Me, and also, A, since everybody wore Chuck Berry out last week, and B, since I'm a hippie and I always do everything late, at least, play wave that song, wave that flag on July 11th, and, July 11th show. How you do that? So, anyway, we're going to be doing Grateful Dead play Chuck Berry. They do a handful of Chuck Berry songs. Chuck Berry, of course, being. What was your take on Chuck Berry as far as in the strategic ladder of rock and roll? Where is he sitting?
I'd put him at least in the top three as far as influence and just general spawning of talent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean everybody. It seemed like the Beatles and a lot of the early rockers, in quotations, that came out kind of did a lot of Chuck Berry covers.
Oh yeah, he was
Carl Perkins, Chuck Berry.
He was incredibly talented and doing something no one else was doing.
He got a little whack near the end, but overall, I was reading he actually had a restaurant that he owned.
Yeah,
and he also had an amusement park. I did not know that.
Oh,
Berryland Amusement Park.
I had no idea.
Yep, and he had something else weird too, but I can't remember it. But yeah, he kind of divested his money into different things. And like I said last week, when I was in the history of rock and roll class, Glenn Gass spent I think 3 classes just on Chuck Berry, and probably half of that was just on Memphis. I mean, the song Memphis. It was just that iconic to him in the music. But yeah, Chuck Berry is one of the tops. Like you said, probably not everybody's favorite when they think of I want to put something on. But as far as an influence, tremendous.
I think it's safe to say just about everyone that picks up a guitar to play any form of rock music owes a giant debt to Chuck Berry.
Amen. Yeah, electric guitar for sure. And probably half those people who pick up an electric guitar eventually play Johnny Be Good.
That's a song I've never learned to play on the guitar.
Really?
Yeah, I've never.
If Michael J. Fox could do it, I think you could.
I can't get that quick strumming down like he can.
Yeah, I don't even know if he played that for real in Back to the Future. But anyway,
there was another movie he was in where he played guitar, so maybe he actually did.
He probably does play guitar.
Can't think of the name of it, but it was him and Joan Jett in a movie. How's that for an 80s flick? Light of Day or something like that, I think the name was.
I'll take your word for that.
Somebody out there prove me wrong.
Yeah, and you can tell us on Facebook. Find Ramblin' Rob on Facebook. Also, got a couple old shows uploaded recently. I got about 235, I think, old shows. And also check out Ramblin' Rob's official greatest story ever told page on Facebook. So I got 2, one for me, one for the show. Like them both. That way you know what's shaking here. Also, I wanted to remind everybody that we are next week starting Member-a-thon, but if you'd want to become a member this week, it's easy. WAIF883.org. $25 get you in the door and into this unique institution of radio. You get a little gift from Ramblin' Rob, and also you'll get a copy of the WAIF Alert newsletter, which is pretty interesting. Tells you what's going on here at the station. And, you actually, since this is community radio, you actually own part of this radio station. When you get rights to come each and every September to our annual meeting and actually vote on the Board of Trustees because you are a member. You bought a part of the radio station. So, yeah, you guys can come and actually steer the direction of this mighty radio station we call WAIF in the right way.
The mighty WAIF.
Yeah, and I think we're going to run. I'm not sure yet. Got to get confirmation, but I think we're going to do the bricks this year for the Member-a-thon. The bricks in our Media Plaza thing. I'll have to check on that.
It's a brick.
Yeah.
Yard.
Brick yard. Brick paver area.
I guess it would be Brick Plaza.
Yeah.
WAIF Media Plaza.
Well, we're going to real quick here while Jesse's finding some good stuff for you guys to hear. We're going to be rolling through today in Grateful Dead history, and it's extensive. Yeah, of course, right now, usually, spring tour is in full bloom. And everybody's dancing in the streets. 1967, the Rock Garden, San Fran. 68, the Carousel Ballroom. That was also with none other than Chuck Berry. Did 2 dates there in 68 with Chuck Berry at the Carousel. 73, Community War Memorial up in Rochester, New York. 75, Olden in the Way and Tiger Rose were both released sometime in this month in 1975. 1980, a great show, Capitol Theater. That was the first Far From Me. And that was the Wild U.S. Blues with John Belushi cartwheeling on stage about halfway through U.S. Blues and grabbing the mic and singing with them. So, yeah, check that out today, 1980. John Belushi with the Grateful Dead. And he doesn't do a bad job, actually. He doesn't. He's a little screamy, but that's okay. He was probably cooked out of his skull. 1983, the Warfield Theater. That was a benefit concert. That was the last China Doll. 86, Providence Civic Center up in Rhode Island. It was the last time the guys did Let's Do It. Do It in the Road. And last time they did that Beatles tune.
Why don't we do it?
Yeah, I used to like that tune a lot.
I still do.
And Rocky Raccoon.
It's a very unique.
Yeah.
It's a very unique song.
Yeah, when I listened to a lot of that, like mid-Beatles before they tripped over into psychedelic, like Rubber Soul and stuff, it was like Revolver, Rubber Soul. It was like they were trying just some different things.
Oh,
just
yeah.
completely different things. Now it's almost cliche to do them.
Yeah, every time I hear somebody say they don't care for the Beatles, I don't think they realize what was going on before the Beatles.
Right, exactly.
You know?
Exactly. Well, I always say, George Harrison is probably the most underrated guitarist in the entire world in musical history, not because he played great, which he did, or not because he had good licks like Keith Richards, or not because he could rock out like Jerry, but pretty much if you put a Beatles tune on anywhere on the face of this planet, chances are someone's going to hear that, and probably most people are going to know it, and they're going to start dancing or singing. It's that popular. It's a global thing. Well, anyway, let's get through this big list here so we can start playing some tunes here. 87, the Spectrum in Philly. 88, Meadowlands, East Rutherford, New Jersey. 1989, Greensboro Coliseum, North Carolina. 1990, the guys played at Nassau. That was a FM broadcast again. And 94, the Omni. And that was the last Dark Star, I think first verse only. 95, last time guys played on today's date at the Omni. That was the last Good Morning Little Schoolgirl. I'll tell you guys about who we got coming in later on this year. We got an action-packed lineup. Got bands in here packed each and every week after this week until June 8th, I think.
June 8th?
Yeah, so nonstop bands. So like 3 solid months of bands.
It's a lot of good, solid music,
you
know. I mean,
I've got some good different acts.
Yeah, and we couldn't have a better time to be showcasing so much local talent.
Mm-hmm.
You
Why
know,
is that?
well, because
it's spring.
Exactly, it's spring.
All right. Well, you got some hot stuff in your hand. It's smoldering here, so I'll let you read.
I also have some PSAs too.
Oh yeah. Well,
Ba-doom.
yeah, I wish we need some sound effects, don't
We
we?
do need some sound effects.
Need like little bells and whistles. Literally, bells and whistles.
Bing.
Yeah. So go ahead, man. I'll let you read those things. I'll get
I'm gonna
this
read.
playlist ready
Which
here.
one am I gonna read? I'm gonna read this one first.
All right.
Underwriting is a great way to get your business message out there, and WAIF, the mighty WAIF, can help. Call one of our underwriting experts today at 513-749-1444 or 513-961-8900, and they will guide you through the process of underwriting. Mm-hmm. It's easy, and the rates will not affect your budget. You'll be helping your business and WAIF 88.3, what radio is meant to be, and you'll also be helping us.
Yeah, and since I'm antisocial, don't call me, man. Just go on the web, WAIF883.org.
Yeah.
It's quicker and easier, and you don't get to talk to me.
Yeah.
So there, your life would be way easier, way simpler. No,
But,
I'm just kidding.
But what if that's our only demand? You know, I want to underwrite for the greatest story ever told.
Oh yeah, then I'll talk to him.
But
man.
I need to
Come
talk to
on in.
Rob.
Okay, well yeah, I'll personally give you a call myself if I miss it. Yeah, it's quiet without the crazy guy calling.
It is quiet without the crazy guy calling.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good kind of quiet, man. Like outdoor quiet. Yeah.
real quiet.
Okay, I'm going to be quiet and let you finish.
Experts say make women's healthcare choices in a home, including what to eat and which doctor to see. Groups such as National Women's Health Resource Center work to help women make informed choices. The center publishes a free family health handbook organized by life stages ranging from birth to old age. It can help to make it easier to keep up with a family's changing healthcare need. For a free copy, call toll-free 1-877-986-9472 or visit the website at www.healthywomen.org.
There you go, kids. There you go.
Sorry, after being quiet, I had to really push the volume, like when you're watching TV and the commercials are so loud.
No problem, man. No problem.
I'm a jerk. Somebody at home was listening in headphones. Yeah, they're cussing me right now. Sorry, folks.
That's all right. He's an excitable boy, like Warren Zevon said. Okay, go ahead.
Excuse me. Whether you are an experienced artificial... Man, I'm just going to read another one. There's a lot of big $1 million words in there.
$1 million question.
And I read that
Can
one
I read
last
this?
week. Oh, man.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to repeat that stuff.
Right? And that one always makes me laugh.
Is that the two-can-do thing?
That's exactly what it was.
Was it? Yeah, that one's just too funny to read on there.
Right? Blind people on bikes, man.
Yeah,
I appreciate the sentiment. That's kind of scary to me.
Yeah, I don't want to walk.
Do they put the blind guys in the front?
That's what I'm wondering.
Huh. We should sign up and see. It could totally change our lives, and we could be dedicated to the Two Can Do Bicycling Club.
Yeah, I'd bike some blind dude around. I wouldn't ride with him, but I'd bike him around. Heck, yeah,
Right,
that's kind of cool.
Wonder if they make bicycle sidecars.
Doubtful.
Oh, but that would be kind of awesome, though.
Yeah.
Mountain bike sidecars.
Yeah, that'd be a tough pedal. That'd be a little tough.
You know where you could mountain bike with a mountain bike sidecar?
Where?
At Bicentennial Commons. It's a beautiful
you go.
22-acre riverfront recreational area that includes lighted tennis and volleyball courts, a play area for kids, a fitness area, and a skating rink. Concerts are scheduled during the summer months. For more information on concerts in the recreational areas, call 513-352-6180. But you know what?
What's that?
I don't think they have mountain bike trails there.
Really?
Not at Bicentennial Commons. They might have, riverfront trails.
Well, maybe you just have to get a bicycle sidecar and find out yourself.
I mean, any bike can be a mountain bike if you're on a mountain.
That's true. That's true.
Deep,
All right.
heavy.
I'm gonna try to play some music here. I'm just gonna do a quickie. As usual, I'm changing gears even as I speak. I'm all right. I'm gonna change what song I played the very first tune, but I'm just gonna roll with what I had in mind here. Like I said, Chuck Berry, a legend himself, passed away last week at the ripe old age of 90. So we're gonna be playing some tunes here by the Grateful Dead that they did of Chuck Berry. So. Okay, well, hold on. I was listening to this a little earlier, and I was like, yeah, Chuck Berry, that's a good idea. And I forgot to actually pull the wire out of the computer. So Chuck Berry doing the Grateful Dead doing Chuck Berry, Roll Over Beethoven. Not sure on the year on this, so we're just going to roll with it. Okay, here it is, guys. Still. The weirdness there with the Grateful Dead, of course. Oh, roll over Beethoven there.
It's got to be like 7.
Left my home with no folk, Virginia, California on my mind. Cadillac Grand rode it past Raleigh on across Caroline. Stopped in Charlotte, my fast Rocky, and we never was meeting late. We was 9 miles out of Atlanta by sundown, rolling across Georgia State. That motor trouble turned into a struggle halfway across Alabama. Man broke down and left us all stranded in downtown Birmingham. Trevor bought me a suitcase, thinking right across Mississippi Bay. And I was on that midnight flyer out of Birmingham, smoking into New Orleans. But somebody else thinking I was easy, just help me get to Houston town. There's people there who care a little about me, and they won't let the poor boy down. Shirley bought me a silk suit, put luggage in my hand. And I woke up high over Albuquerque on a jet to the promised land. They're working on a T-bone steak on a car to flying over to the Golden State. When the pilot told us in 13 minutes we'd be headed in the terminal gate. St. Louis Beach Chariot comes down easy, taxi to the terminal zone. Watch your engine and move your wings and make it to the telephone. Los Angeles, give me no fuck, Virginia tide, water for 1009. Till the folks back home, this is the promised land calling, and the poor boys on the line.
A warm welcome now, please, for the Jerry Garcia Band.
Everybody's scrambling and I'm running around, picking up the money till the teepee down. Woman was a panic, about to go insane, trying to get the workers out of the way of the train. Engineer blowing the whistle loud and long, can't stop the train, we gotta let it run on. Smile. Long distance information, give me Memphis, Tennessee. Trying to find the police, trying to get in touch with me. You do not have to tell me who it was that made the call, 'cause my uncle took the message and he wrote it on the wall. Operator, help me get in touch with my Marie. She's the only one who called me from Memphis, Tennessee. Our home is on the south side, high upon a ridge, just a half a mile from the Mississippi. The last time that I saw her, she was waving me goodbye, with herringbone drops on her cheeks, twinkle from her eyes. We were pulled apart because her mom did not agree. Tore apart our happy home in Memphis, Tennessee. Long distance information, more than that I cannot add. Only that I miss her and all the fun we had. Marie is only 6 years old. Information, please help me get in touch with her in Memphis, Tennessee. Here's the one it's all about.
Deep down in Louisiana, close to New Orleans, we're rocked up in the pond among the evergreens. There is an old cabin made of earth and wood, where lives a country boy named Johnny B. Good. He never learned to read or write so well, but he could play the guitar just like a ringing a bell. Go, go, Johnny, go, 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 Johnny, go, 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 Johnny, go, 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 Johnny, go, go. Go, Johnny, be good. He used to carry his guitar in a gunny sack, go sit up in the trees by the railroad track. The engineers see him sitting in the shade, drumming to the rhythm that the drivers made. The people passing by stop and say, "Whoa, my, but that little country boy can play." Go, 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 Johnny, go, 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 Johnny, go, go. Go, Johnny, go, go. Go, Johnny, go, go. Go, Johnny, be good. Papa Cool, someday you will be a man. You will be the leader of a big old band. Many people coming from miles around to hear you play your music when the sun goes down. Maybe someday your name will be in the lights and Johnny, be good tonight. Go, go, Johnny, go, 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 Johnny, go, 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 Johnny, go, 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 Johnny, go, go. Go, Johnny, be good. Go, Johnny, go, go. Go, Johnny, go, go. Go, Johnny, go, go. Go, Johnny, go, go. Wow, Johnny, be good. See you later, bye.
All right. That was a little.
Ciao.
Out of all the reindeer, you know you're the mastermind. Run, run, Rudolph, Randall's not too far behind. Run, run, Rudolph, Santa's got to make it to town. And if we can hurry, then we can take the freeway down. And away went Rudolph, always like a merry-go-round. Said Santa to a boy child, what have you been long?
right, well, we're rolling through the Chuck Berry playlist tonight. In case you guys tuned in a little late, Roll Over Beethoven, Promised Land, Let It Rock, Memphis, Johnny Be Good, Run Run Rudolph, 30 Days, a little tune-up sound check thing, and that was C'est La Vie, you never can tell. So this next one, I'm going to apologize beforehand. I think it's Kingfish.
Woo!
Yeah, we'll find out here in a second.
American history, magical man. Study of hard and hoping to pass. Working your feet right down to the bone. The guy behind you won't leave you alone. Ring, ring, bells and bells. You're looking enough to ready to sell. You're lucky if you can find the seed. You're fortunate if you have time to eat. Back in the classroom, open your boots. Jam with the teacher, don't know. Soon as real life rolls around, you finally you're burned down. The vacuum books get out of your seat. Go down the hall and into the street. Hey, up the corner and round that bend. Right to the churchyard you go. You drive the corner right into the slot. You got to something that's really hot. With the one you love, you're making romance. All day long, they want to dance. You're feeling the music from head to toe. Round and round and round and round and round and round and round we go. Hail, hail, rock and roll. Deliver me from the days of old. And long live rock and roll. Go hear the drums so loud and bold. Rock, rock, rock and roll. The minute it's everybody is so good. Hey, hey, hey.
Bit of the school days there, man. That was a little over an hour of none other than the Grateful Dead and Kingfish and Mother McCree's Uptown Jug Champions and Doug Somm and friends doing a little tribute to Chuck Berry there. You're listening to WAIF 88.3 FM in Cincinnati. I'm glad you guys are tuned in, live streaming all of our great shows, WAIF883.org. So we'll let Jesse roll through some good things here. I wanted to, in just a minute, I wanted to let everybody know we have an action-packed fiasco each and every Thursday here. 8 to 10. I've got a lot of good bands coming in. I'll just roll through the next month or so. We'll go up to June. We have next week Old Dirty Strangers, Joe Marcinic, The Weathered Feather, Sub T, and on the 27th, Hickory Robot, Maritime Law, Magic Lightning Boys, and the Maui Pranksters rolling through June 1st. Also, Great Northern String Band and Working Man's Dog. So that's halfway through the year. So we got some good bands. Got bands lined up all the way to July 6th, actually, now. Not many spots open, so. All right. Well, Jesse, I'll let you get yakking here and tell everybody about the good promotional item you have in your hand and the good public service announcement you have in your hand.
A simple vaccination may help prevent chickenpox and its potentially serious complications. Yet, it is estimated that as many as this many 3 million.
Three?
3 million youngsters between the ages 6 and 12 who have not yet had chickenpox attend school every year without first being immunized. Man, this is a controversial PSA.
Yeah, I know, man.
Oof, I need to read these a little
Right.
better.
We're going to get nasty calls.
Right. The National Association of Pediatric Nurse Practitioners urges parents to vaccinate their school-age children and themselves. For more information, visit their website at
It's not a joke.
www.napnap.org.
Okay, well, there you go.
That is a that,
That's
like that
classic.
just sounds fabulous. That sounds like a wonderful 2-hour-long website.
Yeah, I was always like, yeah, get your kid vaccinated so my kid doesn't get sick. But then I'm like, well, my kid's vaccinated. Well, I
I
should have to worry about him getting sick.
I
Anyway,
I gotta be honest.
What do you think? What's that?
Of
course you will.
I have something even better than that to tell you, Rob.
What's that?
Yeah, I need to tell you that the National Federation of Independent Business reminds you that it pays to shop at small businesses.
Yes, it
When you
does.
shop at small businesses, whether you're vaccinated or not, you're supporting your friends and family, and you're supporting the community. Small businesses support our schools and charities, and they employ most of America's private sector workforce.
There you go.
Do you work for a small business?
I don't know. Probably we could be technically classified by the government as a small business. Probably, I think we're under 300 million or something. So
I don't know.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I work for a small
WAIF
business.
small
too.
business, I think too.
Yeah, we-
not for profit
We
business.
work here.
Yeah, it's not even a business; it's a charity.
Did you get your W-2 from here yet?
Yeah, I did. Yes, I did it. It said 00.0000.
Man, mine was like negative 542.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Learn more at www.nfib.com. This message is brought to you by the National Federation of Independent Businesses and WAIF Cincinnati.
That's good. That's
I've
good
got
news.
one more.
I've never heard of that one.
I've
Never
got
heard
one
of
more.
it.
Do you
Okay.
do you want to guess what it is? It's a promo for a show on this station.
Boiling Point?
No.
Okay.
Tune down from the stress of the quote workday world unquote and tune into the waves of the new age and tune up to your higher self. Catch the wave every Tuesday afternoon from 3 to 5 p.m. right here on WAIF 883 Cincinnati.
There you go. Yeah, I listened to that show. She has some, I just said this yesterday to a bunch of people. She has some world-class guests on her show.
Yeah.
She does. Names I've even heard of, and I'm always like, that stuff's weird.
I'm just guessing here. I'm guessing Nako and Nako Bear and the Medicine Folk or whatever their name is. I bet you they get a lot of play on this show.
I would say so.
I just have that feeling. That totally seems like the vibe.
Yeah, it does seem like a groovy. I always think like the studio in my head when they're in here is transformed into some like Asian transcendental meditation palace with, incense
small
burning
temple
and someone sitting over in the corner with a sitar.
It's like the Natural Wonder Store.
It is, there's bamboo everywhere and running water. It's just like, that's a nice little place in studio.
I've got to say, though, with a name like Waves of the New Age, I would totally be expecting like Devo and Kraftwerk and,
right.
B-52s and
The
Cramps.
Ramones and
Yeah,
Cramps and-
right,
yeah,
right,
exactly.
right.
But hey,
that's all right.
we did punk show. We don't think we lost our punk show. We don't have a punk. We have death metal. No punk, I don't think. Punk. We need some punk.
For our April Fool's show, we should totally... Oh, wait, never mind. This would be our April Fool's show.
Yeah. Well, it didn't fall on April 1st. Well, see, that's just it. We're always late. We'll do our April Fool's
Actually,
show
we're
next
early.
week.
It's not April 1st till tomorrow.
Yeah, well, first time.
It's not April 1st till Saturday.
Isn't it? Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, March's got 32 days in it, doesn't it? Because of the eclipse. Right. I knew that.
What does that say? Thursday, March 30th.
31st.
31st is Friday. The 1st is Saturday, Rob.
Okay. Well, cool, man. I believe you. All right.
You
Well,
didn't believe me.
we're going to roll through the second half here. We got a theme rolling through the second half. One of the rare things. Haven't done these for a couple years, but I'm going to roll through a theme show here. We're going to be quick theme, a theme called Rivers. So up on the hit list first, we're going to be rolling from 1974, Dijon, France. You gotta say it like that. Dijon, France. Dijon, France. Big River from Dijon, France. 1990, a black muddy river. 314, Capitol Center, Landover, Maryland. And then Lazy River Road from, I think, 93-ish. I don't have the date written down, but so. All right, well, we're going to let this music play here, and we'll be back shortly. Find Ramblin' Rob on YouTube and Facebook. Also, The Greatest Story Ever Told has an official Facebook page. Find that. Let me know you like the show. I'll let you know who's coming in. Action-packed lineup. Like I say, we're as much fun as a barrel full of monkeys, I would say.
That's a lot of fun, Rob.
I know.
That's a whole lot of
I
fun.
may be stretching it, but yeah, we always have fun.
You know what happens when you stretch a barrel full of monkeys?
They don't get happy?
No, it's a giant mess, man.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, sounds like they might get mad. Monkeys are mean, as a general rule. Remember that in your international travels, Ramblin' Rob says, monkeys are mean.
There's a campground out by Milan that has, oh man, what's the name of it? Big campground out by Milan, Indiana.
I don't know.
It's like a private lake thing.
Barkay Lake?
Oh, not Barkay, but that's a place I've been years. Anyways,
they got a monkey.
There was a guy there that had a monkey tied up outside like you would, like a hillbilly would a dog.
Right.
And it was the meanest thing. It would throw rocks at us.
Oh yeah, because it was tied up. It wasn't a happy monkey. No one wants to be tied up to a tree.
Right.
Even a monkey. There you go.
Monkey.
And we had the Smoking Chimpanzee, one of the bands that was in here recently. Told us about the Loveland Smoking Chimpanzee.
Right, that was the Circus Siren Orchestra was telling us about that.
Yeah. And I don't know if that was a mean monkey or not.
I mean, if it hung out and drank beer and smoked at a bar, it was at least a tolerable monkey.
Yeah, it probably only got me when I had too much to drink.
Right. Some people can't hack it. Some people can't hold their liquor.
All right, well, let's get on with some river songs by the Grateful.
That is so real funny, man. Hey, your mama.
Thank you, folks. If you notice, do we have the sound of the divine wind blowing through our speakers? That means there's moisture in the microphones. These things only take a minute to correct.
Hey there, boy! Man, you got big. How long's it been? 3-4 months?
10 years.
10 years. Man, I gotta lay off the peyote.
When the last rose of summer takes my face, and the hot sun chills me to the bone, when I can't hear the song or the singing, and I can't tell my pillow from a stone, I will walk alone by the black muddy river and sing me a song of my own. I will walk alone by the black muddy river and sing me a song of my own. When the last bolt of sunlight hits the mountains and the stars start to splatter in the sky, when the stream hits the southwest horizon with the scream of an eagle on the fly, I will walk alone by the black muddy river and listen to the ripples as they moan. I will walk alone by the black muddy river, sing me a song of my own. Black muddy river, roll on together. I don't care how deep or wide, if you got another side. Roll muddy river, roll muddy river, black muddy river, roll. if you got another side. Roll, muddy river, roll, muddy river, black muddy river, roll. When it seems like this night will last forever, and there's nothing left to do but count our years. When the strings of my heart start to sever, and stones fall from my eyes instead of tears, I will walk alone by the black muddy river. Dream me a dream of my own. I will walk alone by the black muddy river. Sing me a song of my own, and sing me a song of my own.
Thank you all. Good night.
Way down upon Sycamore Slough, a white man sings the blues, throwing flowers of paper mache with rings of starlight dew. Wrapped a bunch and threw it your way, where hazy moonlight glows. Way down, down along lazy river road. Way down upon Shadow Ford, end of the avenue. Run, hide, seek in your own backyard, mama's backyard. Won't do. All night long I'll sing love sweet songs, hazy waters flow. Way down, down along lazy river road. Moonlight wails as hound dogs bay, never quite catch the tune. Stars fall down in buckets like rain, till there ain't no standing room. Bright blue boxcars, train by train, platter wild dreams unfold. Way down, down along lazy river road. Way down upon Sycamore Square, eddy of the river tide. Call for me and I will be there for the price of the taxi ride. time double clutches into the day, like a truck down shifting its load. Way down, down along the lazy river road. Dogs wail as hound dogs bay, never quite catch the tune. But stars fall down in buckets like rain, till there ain't no standing room. Ride blue boxcars, train by train, shadow wild dreams unfold. Way down, down along lazy river road. Wing beat up, white through the eye, the thread that runs so true. All the others I let pass by, I only wanted you. I never cared much for careless love. Oh, how your bright eyes glow. Way down, down along lazy river road. Way down, down along lazy river road. Way down, down along lazy river road.
Lazy River Road there by the boys, doing the little river tunes. We had a Big River a little bit earlier, Black Muddy River, and Lazy River Road. So we're in a river town, right? I can do river songs.
Yeah. There's a few rivers around here.
Okay, yeah. We got next on the hit list is a tune the Grateful Dead only did one time. Yes, only did it once on on 12/5/71. Originally done by Jay Babcock. It was titled "I Washed My Hand in the Muddy Water." Stonewall Jackson did it in '65. Johnny Rivers in '66. Elvis in '71 when he released the Elvis Country album. I don't know if you remember that.
No. I've got to be honest. I'm not an Elvis fan.
So this was the Madison Square Garden on 12/5/71. I got one of my stations preset to the Elvis channel. So.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, the Felt Forum here is the venue. Only time ever played.
Do you sing
the Grateful Dead doing Muddy Water, yeah. What's that?
Do you sing along with the Elvis? Come on, man.
No, not sometimes. How's that for an answer? They do a lot.
That's pretty good. You should be a politician with answers like that, Rob.
Yes, I know. Yeah, that's a good answer. And I noticed the Grateful Dead and Elvis do dip their toes in the same musical stream as far as a lot. They had probably 5 or 6 songs I can think of that they did. A lot of them Chuck Berry tunes.
Oh, yeah,
in common. Yeah. So, all right. Well, let's get on with that Muddy Water here from the Felt Forum, 1971, 12/5. Like I said. A little rowdy show. It's on the coast. an East Coast show.
East.
Wash my hands, but they wouldn't come clean. I wash my hands in muddy water, but I must have washed my hands in muddy stream.
Rarity there, guys. Only time that one was ever done. Muddy Water there. That was a rare tune indeed. And another rare tune that we're going to be playing next is the only time the Grateful Dead did this tune. Banks of the Ohio. Great tune for the greatest story ever told, WIF and Cincinnati. Okay.
They sung that song about here, man. They did.
And it's a rare one. They only did it once, like I said. It was performed at the Oakland Auditorium on 12/31/81, one of those like epic New Year's Eve shows. But originally, the tune Banks of the Ohio was done by the Blue Sky Boys as Down on the Banks of the Ohio. Paul Clayton covered it. Porter Wagner did it in 1969 also. So I don't know where the guys picked it up at, but this is with a special guest, Joan Baez. So, yeah, I apologize beforehand. I'm never a big fan of Joan Baez. I'm sorry. Sorry, Jen. I know, I understand you, and I know where you're coming from, and, you know, we're a better world today because of you, but, shh. 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 No, I'm kidding.
You've said enough, Joan.
All right. Banks of the Ohio, the only time performed.
I asked my love to take a walk, just a little walk down beside where the waters flow, down by the banks of the Ohio. And only say
is the time to pull the earplugs out of your ear. No, I'm just kidding. That was Joan Baez there. Rarity, the only time performed there. That was 12/31/81 at the Oakland Auditorium. It wasn't as bad as I made it out to be honest. It wasn't that bad. It could have been worse. Believe me, it could have been worse. You're listening to Ramblin' Rob and Tapered Jesse here on The Greatest Story Ever Told. Thanks again for joining us. I appreciate you guys tuning in each and every Thursday. We got some great acts lined up for later on this year, so don't forget to tune in. Solid up to, I think, July now, so don't forget to tune in. We got some incredible acts. I hope everybody also tunes into the YouTube channel if they missed the show. Got a lot of, about 240 old shows there. So we do have some rare stuff tonight. Like I said, I think the guys only did this probably 16 times or so, maybe less than that. This is the guys doing Take Me to the River. You know how many times they did that?
Not many.
Yeah.
They didn't do that till pretty far on.
Yeah, it was 95-ish.
Yeah.
This one's from 95, actually. I guess I could look it up, but I'm too lazy for that.
Yeah.
So this one is going to the date, time machine set to 6/30/1995. Take Me to the River. This one from Three Rivers Stadium up in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. All right, continuing with the river song theme.
Now I don't know why I love you like I do. After all the change you put me through, you stole my money, my cigarettes, and I haven't seen hard nor hair of you yet. I don't know. Won't you tell me why? Don't understand. Take me to the river, drop me in the water. Take me to the river, drop me in the water. Now I don't know why she treated me so bad. After all the things we could have had, love is an ocean I can't forget. Our sweet 16s I will never regret. I don't know. Won't you tell me why? Don't understand. Take me to the river, wash me down. Won't you cleanse my soul? Put my feet on the ground. Whoa, and hold me. Whoa, and
Grateful Dead only did that one 4 times, so saith the Bible. So, yeah, that was nice. That was nice. I really like that one. Not as bad as I thought it would be for
Right.
95. You know, that's for darn sure.
Right? They seem to be hitting on all.
Cylinders for sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
At least 4 of them.
Right. Yeah. Well, we're going to be rolling more river songs. Got just a couple more left. We're winding down tonight's show. Next week we have the Old Dirty Strangers in, so it's going to be a foot stomping good time tomorrow.
You know, when they were in last year, I actually went on my way to get a whiff of them, and they didn't really smell dirty. I was surprised. Yeah,
They didn't look too old.
Right.
And I knew
right.
some of them, so they weren't really strangers.
It's kind of a misometer,
It
man.
is. We're going to have to talk to those guys about their band name. I'm just kidding.
Look, guys, we really need to do something about this.
That's right. I'm tempted to play Wang Dang Doodle, but I'm not going to. I'm going to stay with our river theme. We're going to set the time machine to the, and I think Jesse knows where I'm going with this one, 11/3/1991, the Polo Field, Golden Gate Park. This was the memorial, I think, right?
Yeah, the Bill Graham Memorial.
Yes, the Laughter, Love, and Music Memorial for Bill Graham. It is done without Bruce Hornsby. And special guest, John Fogerty.
Huh.
On guitar and vocals. We're going to do a little Green River. The Grateful Dead did this one time officially. This is a CCR tune. And yeah, they didn't actually beat up John Fogerty, so no, just kidding. Just kidding. He's a little rough to work with.
That's documented.
Yeah, right. But this is the Grateful Dead doing Green River CCR tune. I like Jerry explaining.
Well, take me back down with cool water flow, yeah. Let me remember things I love, yeah. Stumbling along a river road, yeah. Barefoot girls dancing in the moonlight. I can hear the bullfrog calling me out. I wonder if my rope's still hanging to the tree. Love to kick my feet way down the shallow water. To fly dragon like it back your mother. Pick up a flat rock, skip it across the Green River. Up I call this camp, I spend my day out. Flat car riders and cross tie walk, yeah. Old Holy Junior took me over. Said you gonna find the world this morning. If you get lost, come on home to Green River. Thank you.
Little John Fogerty there with the boys doing a little Green River for you. Not bad, not bad.
Not bad.
No, okay, well, we're going to get a little weird now. As if we need an excuse to get weird.
Yeah, right. I mean, it kind of
It's
comes
April
with the
Fool's
territory.
tomorrow. Right, exactly. It's April Fool's tomorrow, so.
It's April Fool's
Oh,
Saturday.
yeah. Dude, just let me have it tomorrow, okay? Just let me have my April Fool's tomorrow, okay? It makes me feel better.
I'll
Make me
step off it.
Not feel like some sort of hippie, like, oh, I'm running like 3 days behind, 3 days ahead of schedule. But we're going to be rolling, and this is kind of scary at first. It's kind of like, taking some medicine. It tastes horrible, but in the end, it works out okay. The year 1980, the date 4/1, the Capitol Theater up in Passaic, New Jersey. We're going to play the start of the show. And it's a little weird because they do a mix-up. Yeah, this was the famous April Fool's mix-up from the guys where they switched up instruments. And let's see, we had Mickey singing and playing guitar, and I think Billy played bass, and Jerry was on drums.
I've heard this, man.
Yeah,
This is...
and when I first got the bootleg on this, I listened to this, and I was like, oh my God, this is the worst Promised Land I've ever heard in my entire life. What the hell were those guys on? I was just like, wow, whoa, what the? And then, they turned it around. So good for them. So we're going to feature that, train wreck called The Promised Land, a Chuck Berry tune nonetheless. And then we're going to have them switch back to where...
It ties the whole show together.
It does. It ties the whole show together, rolling out in the last 10 minutes here with this. So I just beg of you, listen to part 2 of The Promised Land, not part 1. We'll catch you guys next week. Old Dirty Strangers in.
Next week.
Yeah.
Charlotte bypass the Raleigh, never walked needed late. It was 9 miles out of Atlanta, and I sundown, over the coast goes straight. I had more than trouble that turned into a double line being across Alabama. And the hound broke down and left us all scattered downtown Birmingham. Smoking in New Orleans. Somebody help me out of Louisiana, just help me get to Houston town. There's people there who care a thing about me, and they won't let the devil down. So the phone man bought me a silk suit with my cheek in my hand, and I woke up high over Albuquerque on the jet to the promised land. Told us in 13 minutes we'd be headed to the terminal gate. The Lord said, child, come down easy, got you to the terminal zone. Got your engine and cool your wings to let me make you to the telephone. Los Angeles.